Okay, guys. So let's finish this off. Hopefully you were able to do that. Let's see. 5 is also an obtuse angle, right? Okay, so that's the big guy. So which one of these is the big guy? It's 130. It really is this simple. Just divide it up into two types: big angles and small angles. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then angle 6. Look at it. Oh, it's the big angle, right? So which one's the big angle? 130. Let's just try one more of these, okay? Let's try another one. Here. I'll draw parallel lines here. Parallel lines, okay? I'll cut them by a transversal. Okay, so there's my two parallel lines cut by a transversal. All right. You don't have to put these arrows, I just do. Looks fancy, okay? And let's just say that this angle right here is 115 degrees. Oh boy, that's gotta be crazy. Okay, all right. So let's just fill in the rest of this. I'm not going to ask you to list all this. Let's just put the measures on the graph, okay, or on the diagram here. Okay, all right. So again, here's 115. Okay. Do you see another 115 degree angle? Okay. All right, I see right across. What do we call these angles again? What do we call those? That's right, they're vertical and they're equal, 115, okay? All right, do you see, so here's the bottom cluster. Let's look at the top cluster. Do you see an angle? So that matches the same position as this guy, but up in this cluster up here? Okay, that's right, these guys right here, okay? These two guys, what do we call them? What do we call them? They're called corresponding, okay? So this guy's 115, this guy's 115, okay? All right, do you see another angle that's 115? I see it. How about this vertical angle right here? 115, there it is. Those guys are vertical. All right, and now let's look how many more angles do we still need to finish, right? Well, we need this one, this one, this one, and this one. 4 more. Guess what all those 4 are? They're all the same, aren't they? Okay. All right. So let's do this guy. Okay. First off, what kind of angle do we have here and here? Okay. Again, you don't have to stress out if you can't remember it. Okay. But these guys are on the interior of the parallel lines and they're on the same side. Okay, remember, these guys are alternate interior and they're equal to each other. Remember, alternate interior, they're equal to each other, okay? All right, but look, let's see what makes sense. Remember, these are same side interior, okay? And what did I say about those? Same side interior adds up to 180, okay? But if you're getting all confused and jumbled, just keep in mind, aren't these two angles, don't they form a straight line, a linear pair? Don't these two guys make 180 degrees? Okay, so 115 plus what gives you 180? Okay, hopefully you said 65. And if you said 65, then guess what this one is? That's right, 65. Guess what this one is? That's right, 65. Guess what this one is? That's right, 65, okay? That's what all the rest of those guys are, okay? You can do this. Hang in there. Don't panic, okay? If you're forgetting the vocabulary terms, you know what that means? It means you just need to study them a little more. Just study. Oh my gosh, study? No. All right, well, how about practice? How about practice a little more? All right, let's do one last thing. Let's do part B, okay? Let's call it transversal problems. Transversal problems with equations. Okay? Transversal problems with equations. Let me lift this up a little bit. Get the whole paper in there. That didn't help. Is that going to help? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. All right. So here is my first example. All right. We're going to do 2 examples. All right. Let me draw my 2 parallel lines. Okay. Here's a set of parallel lines right there. Okay. And here is my transversal. Okay. All right, now I promise I'm not going to throw any vocabulary at you, okay? I mean, I might. Okay, it's not a very good promise. All right, but this angle right here is 2x minus 24. Okay, that guy right there is 2x minus 24. And this guy right up here is x plus 5. Okay. So the measure of this angle right here is 2x minus 24, and the measure of this angle up here is x plus 5. And I want you to solve for x, right? I want you to solve for x, okay? Well, here's what all the math teachers want you to do. They want you to say this. They want you to say, oh, well, this angle right here and this angle right here, those two angles are alternate interior angles, okay? But I think that kind of screws with your brains. I think you're just like, too much, I can't handle it. Okay, then don't. Watch, okay? Well, and then what they want you to do is look at your notes and say, okay, what do I know about alternate interior angles? Alternate interior angles, oh, they're equal, okay? But if you look at this, remember how I told you to divide it up into two categories? Big angles and small angles? Okay? Okay, look. Here's the big angle. Here's the small angle. So x plus 5 is a small angle, or acute. Okay? Look at this guy right here. Is this a big angle or a small angle? Well, look at this one here next to it. That's a big angle. That must be the small angle, acute. So if this is an acute angle and this is an acute angle, then they're going to equal each other. Okay? So you can say that x plus 5 and 2x minus 24 are what? That's right, they're equal. Aren't they the same size? This angle right here and this angle right here, they're both the same size angles, okay? All right, in other words, they are alternate interior angles. They're on the interior of the parallel lines and alternate sides of the transversal, okay? They're both acute, they equal each other. That's the short story. Okay, so now subtract x, and we get 5 equals x minus 24. Add 24, and x equals 29. Done. All right, let's do one more. All right. Got another one for you. Here we go. I'm going to draw it all wonky. Okay. I'll do this here. Oh, I'm trying to make it so confusing. Look at that. Oh, gosh. Do you see the parallel lines? Do you see the transversal? Okay. All right, so check this out. I have x plus 9 here. Okay, and I have 2x plus 6 over here. Okay. Now, I want you to, again, solve for x. Okay. Now, most of the teachers, they want you to look at it and say, oh, these are, that's on the exterior and that's on the exterior, but they're on the same side of the transversal. What do my notes say? Where's same side exterior? It's not there. Okay, what they want you to do is something like this. Well, you're going to go like this. Find the linear pair right here. Okay, and then this angle and this angle are corresponding angles, and you know they equal each other. Okay, but you know what? That's just like, I know this is rushed and you guys are doing distance learning. I'm going to show you the easy, cheesy, cheater way to do it. Okay, remember I told you divide it up into two types of angles, the big angles and the small angles, right? Okay, well, look at this guy right here. Look at that guy right there. Would you say that's acute or obtuse? Okay, it's acute, so that's the small angle. What about this guy right here? Would you say that that's acute or obtuse? That's much bigger, isn't it? That's an obtuse angle. And if you don't know the difference by now between acute and obtuse, please stick around for office hours. Please. Okay? So, you know this is the small guy and this is the big guy. So do they equal each other? Nope. The big guy is not going to equal the small guy. So what do we remember? Anytime they're different sizes, they're going to do what? Add together to 180. So we know that the x plus 9, and we know that the 2x plus 6, they don't equal each other. So the only other option is that we add them together and they equal 180 degrees when you do that. Okay, that's the gist of it. So now let's combine the like terms. We have 1x plus 2x's is 3x's. All right, we have a 9 plus a 6, that's 15, so plus 15, and that equals 180, okay? And now we can solve that. Subtract 15 on both sides, minus 15. We get 3x equals 165, okay? Divide by 3, x equals, 3 goes into 16 5 times with 1 left over. 3 goes into 15 5 times, x equals 55. And that, my friends, is it. Okay, if you need anything, please stick around for office hours, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.